Hey tubies, this is Bob Hickman. It's so good, excuse me, it's so good to be with you guys. You're going to have to forgive me. I am losing my voice today. I've been having terrible allergies and I can hardly talk. I know I told you we'd have messages from the spirit world, but really Psychic Bob is not up to it. I've been trying to do private readings. I barely have enough voice to get through those, so today is going to be a short video. I promise next week we'll have messages, but I thought today, even though I can only do a short video, I wanted to talk about something that is very important. A lot of you have been writing and asking me for updates on UFO phenomena, and that's a big subject in my world, and I thought today we would just have a little video talk about that. As I predicted back last year, I said this year we're going to see major increase in UFO phenomena. And interestingly, statistics are proving me to be right. Now, since that time, I've been tuning in and I've been being given messages about areas that we want to particularly keep an eye on for paranormal UFO activity. And one of those areas is, interestingly, where I live. I live in the Washington, D.C. metro area. And I tell you, we have a lot of UFO activity around here, but a lot of it gets hushed up. It really is covered up. The Air Force covers it up. But really, if you do research, you'll find there are a lot of sightings. And as a psychic, I've been feeling a lot of energy in the skies. Literally, I go out every night walking and I'm watching, and I tell you, things are happening. There seems to be, strange as a sense, it's almost like an energy vortex. It's almost like a dimensional portal I feel is opening. And actually this portal will be opening in various places around the world, but one of the areas is over Washington, D.C. And some of you may say, well, Psychic Bob, why is it opening over D.C.? Well, it's my belief, and I think in time this will come out, that the leaders of the United States are working already in conjunction with an alien presence. I believe that the United States government already knows about aliens, is already in communication with them. So there is a portal open so that they can connect more strongly. And I do think that within the next year to 2 years, we will see a full-scale disclosure of the alien presence. So D.C., Washington, D.C. is an area where I encourage all of you, keep your eye on. It really is the kind of the hot spot of the country. One of the other areas that I also want to watch is over Italy, Rome, Italy in particular. In particular, to be specific, the Vatican. I feel that there's a spirit portal opening there. Now, what's interesting about these aliens is I believe they have already mastered the astral plane. They understand wormholes and transdimensional travel. So instead of thinking in terms of building a ship that has to have rocket fuel and speed to travel billions of miles across galaxies, they've learned to condense distances through transdimensional means. And so these are creating what I call doorways between dimensions, or you could think of them as wormholes. And one of them is opening, I believe, over Rome, Italy, near the Vatican. It is my belief that the Vatican will also be integral in the revelation of the coming alien presence. So that's another area I want you guys to really keep an eye on. I think it's going to be a lot of stuff coming out of Rome. In fact, I'm hearing tales. I've had people from Italy contact me and say, Psychic Bob, you don't know how much stuff goes on over Rome every day. It never makes the news. But see, that's the thing. There's a lot of stuff going on, but a lot of it's being hushed up. And I know for many of you on the ground, you've written to me and said, Psychic Bob, I see major stuff over my area every day, and it never gets reported, or if I call anybody, it's ignored. Don't worry, guys. A lot of this is being covered up. The governments of the world are afraid of mass panic. And really, I don't think the world is going to panic. I think people are ready for this truth. I think most of the people here at Spirit Channel are ready for it. And you know, I tell you, I'm watching it all very closely. Another area that I want to keep an eye on is over Peru in South America. I do believe Peru, particularly near the area of Machu Picchu, is a very big hotspot. That's another kind of a portal, a transdimensional portal. So these are the areas. In North America right now, I want to watch Washington, D.C. very closely. South America, I want to watch Peru, Machu Picchu area very closely. And in Europe, I want to keep an eye very much also on the Vatican, Rome area. So these are kind of in the next, I would say, next few months here where we're going to start to have a lot more activity. So these are kind of the hot spots. Now, somebody wrote me recently, they're asking about the big swirling light that was seen over, I believe it was over Sweden or Norway last year, year before. This was also a symbol of a transdimensional portal. I'll see if I can put a link below so you can see that it was actually filmed and was visible objectively to everybody that was present. This is, we're going to start seeing this in these areas also that I mentioned. They're going to be kind of strange signs in the sky. And this is a sign of the as I said, the transdimensional portals opening. So when we talk about UFOs, don't be afraid, but try to be informed. You know, there's an old saying, and it's really true, knowledge is power. And, you know, here at Spirit Channel, we gather together to support each other. And it really doesn't matter whether there's a full-scale alien appearance or whether there's a war or whatever. You know, there's a lot of rumors about a lot of strange things. But that's what we do here at Spirit Channel. We gather together, we support each other, we try to seek knowledge and understand what's happening. And you know, as a psychic, I take this very seriously. I monitor it, and I share with you whatever I get. And I have been told by my spirit guides that we are at a big crossroads for the earth. And I do think the next 2 years are going to be particularly significant in terms of how things start to unfold. So don't panic, but let's watch these areas. As I said, Washington, D.C., we're going to see a lot more coming out of that. And you know, traditionally Washington hasn't been particularly listed as a UFO hotspot. When you talk about hotspots in the United States, most people talk about Area 51, Nevada, Roswell, New Mexico. Yes, all of these places also will continue with activity, and those are hotspots. Colorado in the last few years has come on the scene as a big hotspot. But Washington, interestingly, has not really been a major focus. But I think we're going to see that shift. So that's one of my predictions. Washington's now going to be a major UFO hotspot. So I want all of you, especially any of you in the Washington area, definitely be watching. Keep a record. You know, if you see stuff, write it down. You could report it to MUFON, which is the Mutual UFO Network. That's one area. Or also send your reports here to Spirit Channel. Write to me at my YouTube or at my website, which I'll put below. Because I'd like to be able to document the increased sightings. And I think those of you in the Washington area know what I'm talking about. And I think we can start to put Washington on the map and show that there are things happening here that are of major significance. So these are the areas. I think the next few months here, this is where you're going to start to hear some buzz, and I keep an eye on it. Anyways, guys, I just want to bring that thought to you today. Forgive me, my voice is gone. I can't do messages. I'm just too weak. I'm even having trouble doing my private readings today, so I've got to save my voice. But if you do want to get on my schedule for a private reading, you can call me at my office, 571-483-2112, or contact me at my website below or here at YouTube and send me a message, and we can get you on the schedule, and I'll be happy to read for you as well. Anyways, I tell you, I am watching the skies, and we're going to keep an eye out. So listen, be back here Tuesday. Next week we'll have messages from the spirit world, And I'm looking forward to hopefully having my voice back and being able to talk. Blessings to you all. Thanks for being